Good evening everyone. We are a brilliant match between Bengaluru FC and Mohun Bagan. And we are eventually Bengaluru Mohun to be 4-2. We have Mohun coach, Mr. Shankarlal Chakraborty. So coach, we were 1-0 up the first half, end of the first half. What went wrong? Besides going one person down, you won the match. So what went wrong for your team?
First of all, we would consider our silly mistakes. It was not a brilliant move or mistake, just silly mistake, maybe lack of concentration. Then, after a couple of minutes, we gave him 2-3 open chances also, and we missed that. That time, the match is out of our game. But overall, I am happy for our team performance. Maybe this is my mistake. Maybe this is my mistake. I can give proper guide what formation Bengaluru playing, what is style. Maybe my mistake.
Please, Ashwin first. Please Ashwin.
How did the red card change things for you? Because after the red card, Bengaluru seemed to have more of the ball and they were dominating. Should it have been the other way around?
No, our plan is today, let them Bengaluru play football. But when they are coming in our zone, there is a quick blocking. First half is excellent. Second half, from after red card, maybe. And there are 2 goals. First goal, Miku closed in 3 front of 3 out there. But nobody tackled him. The second was the early free kick. There's no Bangalore is they doing always early free kick. These 3 mistakes, maybe lack of concentration, but still, maybe this is my mistakes to not give proper size.
क्या ऐसा लगता है कि एक गोल का लीड वन मैन डाउन बेंगलुरु को ये जाके कहीं पे कोई रिलैक्सेशन किया होगा तो फिर
हो सकता है 2 गोल का बाद फिर जब हम लोग कमबैक किया था वन अक्रम पांडे का but it's happened in a match scoring chances is happened.
एक चीज देखा गया कि बेंगलुरु डाउन होने के बाद वो बहुत पेस में खेला तो क्या आप उसके ट्रैक में आ गए आपको क्या गेम थोड़ा और स्लो कर देना
नहीं जब कोई टीम स्पीड में खेलेगा तो आपको स्पीड ही रखना पड़ेगा ना स्लो आप नहीं कर सकते स्लो आप तब कर सकते हैं जब आपके पास बॉल प्रेशर रहेगा
Coach, why did you blame yourself?
Because I am the leader of the team.
10 उनके थे आपके 10 और आपके 11 और उनके 10 क्या
क्योंकि हम बोला ना जो हम लोग सीधी मिस्टेक से हम लोग जो 2 गोल पैदा किया उसमें से हमारा गेम हाथ से छोड़ दिया फिर जब गेम पकड़ा फिर जब स्कोरिंग चांसेस आए तो ओपन वी मिस्ड उस टाइम हमारा गेम अच्छा रहा
But initially your body language was very good.
और बॉडी लैंग्वेज गुड अब ठीक था लेकिन इनिशियल स्टेज में जो सेकेंड आफ्टर रेड का उसमें हम लोग का गेम खराब हुआ
when you were down, that time you took Radha Parami in the defense and Akram was taken back. So what is why this decision was?
Because Akram can run, he got injured.
But you cannot put there in a attacker because you were down that time.
We don't have strike.
No attacking player.
There is a midfielder. There is so many midfielders there. A striker there is a good. Kingsley is a good. Early before also. Sometimes when we are down, Kingsley going striker because when side long cross is coming, there is a good hero. We need that kind of good hero. That's why that after 4 goal also, he can score from big crosses.
Back of the mind, some fear was there.
No fear. Guys tried the level best. That's why I say maybe my mistakes I don't give proper suggestion.
वेदर कंडीशन कैसा है प्रेशर
सर आपका नेम प्लीज सर
Shankarlal, firstly, their best stopper, one they lost during the warm-up. Then down by 10 men in 51 minutes. At that time, you were considering 1-0. Considering this factor, after 2-4 defeat to Bengaluru, though it's a very, very good team, very big team, to some extent, it's a shameful to Mohun Bagan.
No, in a match, 10 man, opponent team, 11 man. If you watch all over the world, it's happened. That's why I said maybe lack of concentration and two silly mistakes we concede.
I agree that one supplementary question, Shankar. We saw Ricky played very good throughout the season, consistent. He was also down by an injury, now he is fit. You filled one match 4 or 5 minutes. Why did not use Ricky on left back? We saw the first two balls were coming in the place of Bujinder Singh or your left position. What is the reason?
No, Ricky long time not playing. Okay, so when one player long time not playing, maybe the confidence are not there. Okay, so that's why Bujinder was playing last 2 matches. He keep Bujinder.
It's been a quite long season, and now that this tournament is over, the season is done for you. Can you give me your assessment of how it's gone for Mohun Bagan and how you're looking to strengthen for next season now?
For this year, I can say this is the first time we lost the average. That means guys have all that potentiality and quality. It's certain we lost. And overall, this journey, excellent. But in Mohun Bagan club, without trophy, you can't say they act excellent. But the guys doing good job.
I guess this guy is quickly at. What is the main difference that you see to play against ISL teams? How your team and other teams, I-League teams are matching up against them?
I don't compare any. I don't compare this.
But in terms of the standard, you think it's about
This said,
level?
Thank you everyone. Best of luck for next season. Bengaluru FC, Mr. Albert Roca, and hero of the match, Mr. Miku. Coach, you were 1-0 down. Mr. Kumar was given the marching order, so nothing was going right for your team. But suddenly, what happened that you finally won 4-2?
Yeah, so it happens in football when a team thinks that everything is done, the other, nothing to lose, let's go ahead, and we have quality. So, yes, sir. We don't know, what would happen if an issue would be not out of the game. But we have to show character first. We have to show talent. So these two things, I think, mixed, gave us, the victory, the win.
Coach, how satisfying it is to this win that Mohun Bagan was 10 men down, 11 men and you were 10 men down. So how satisfying, and Mohun Bagan also a big team. So
Yeah, it's true. First half was really, equal. I think they have scored. We have one position and have also, had 2-3 things, but yeah, man, with so hot, day, it was not easy to get back more with 10 players. But as I said to you, this is football. Everything can happen, but if there is no a big effort, a good character, quality, talent, you will never came back for sure. So it's, I'm very proud of my players today about the way that they have faced that situation. Was not easy for sure, and very happy to be in the final again.
Congratulations on the hat-trick. cut back from Uganda and finish it, it looks like some other goals that you had in the past. How much are you enjoying the combination on the right side and playing with Uganda and then?
Especially Uganda have good quality, very speed, and this is the work during the week, no? During the week we practice that kind of movements to play easy and fast in the game, no? So in the game you need to play so quickly, and when I set the ball, I know he is there or he arrived. And when he throws the ball, I am be there or maybe it's him, no? But I think it's a team work because all the time the people talk about who finalizes the plays, but it's a work from the goalkeeper to the end. So the football is a sport for 11 players. Someday one player have big chance to show our quality, another day another player. But in the end, the most important thing is the team.
Coach, your introduction of Antonio seemed to speed up things in the middle. Your attackers were able to link better combination-wise. Was it the reason to bring in place of Kaka?
Because we have changed the draw, we have changed the system, we thought that we were not enough consistent or enough deep in attack, for sure the weather doesn't help too much. And we had the problem, in the warm-up with our central defender, Juan, because, and Kaka is not perhaps, ready as I would like. He's a very good player, but he can, very, at his limit. So I knew that in the second half he could not, finish the game. So better perhaps, to change, a little bit, the system to try to surprise. I think we were quite well, at the beginning of the second half, even, causing them, certain problems, and having some chances. But we didn't took advantage, and with the red card, we have changed again, the system. It was, for me, it was difficult, any time, for sure. And after the goals, when we were at 1-2, we have changed the system again. But this is the point of my players. They have, even in a so difficult, they have understood, all the situations within the game, especially in the second half. And they were relaxed, about this. Even, they were not, rushed. They were just manage the situation with the ball. What works because, the penalty has come from there. Because we have not kicked the ball, we have still, tried to hit the ball, control the situation. And yes, talent appears and happy for that, for sure.
Two-word question. Coach, what is the turning point in this match? And one thing I just want to know, you fit how fit in the first 11 in case of Brady. What is the plan? Something like that. Brady is a regular player, then would have.
No, I mean, Lenny is a very good player. He did a very good job during the season. Today we want to be a little bit more aggressive. Boitang is also a winger that can just, do good things, for the team. And I'm happy also, because anyone who is in the first 11, and he tried to do his best. And I'm happy for everybody. From not only for the players that they have played today, but also, the substitutes, even, Joyner that has not been even dressed, and yes, it's like everybody. Today it has to be congratulated for that play.
And the turning point. Turning point of the match.
The turning point.
Such a competitive match, we saw ups and downs are there. What is the turning point?
When the game changed.
Game changer.
When the situation.
Yeah.
When he should perhaps, had the red card. Yes, who knows? Perhaps, with 11, but I think, it was a moment that everybody, come on, that's impossible, with that weather, 1-0, it's over, and the finish. And perhaps the mentality for us, was, okay, get back really high, thinking, okay, nothing to lose, let's go ahead. And for the other team, they perhaps, it's that it's always happens sometimes, you see that you are in the final, suddenly perhaps you are a little bit scared, and then we smell that situation, but I cannot complain. I don't want, to, for sure, Mohun Bagan is a very good team, and this kind of situations, it happens, everywhere in all the leagues, even, in Spanish or in the Premier. This is football.
Last question. Yes.
For the introduction of Tony, did it help speed things in terms of attack, keeping the ball better?
No, Tony, I know him from last year. He played also with me in Spain, so we have a lot of time. We join together, and he knew our movements, and we know his quality. Sometimes the coach have the problem to choose the star 11. This is, I think so, our power and our quality. We can play different systems. We can use different players. And who start the game and the substitute all the time give the best for us. Today only do it what the coach say to him. Give the ball, find the gap, play your football, play with confidence, help in defense. And in the end, I'm happy for him. It's not easy year for him, but as the coach say, this is football. Sometimes you need to play or wait your moment in the bench, but when the team need your help, you need to be ready 100% and be doing this job today.
When Mohun Bagan was down in your team, that time their coach put one defender in place of the attacker. And you were surprised of this decision, and if you were the coach, what you?
No, I don't want to talk too much about the decisions of other coaches. I have a lot of respect. If he did that, it's because he was thinking that for sure his defender would be good. He's good in the air. He's powerful. So it's for him was not strange, but I think it would be a good decision. Sometimes because it's a foreigner who knows he has a lot of character. He knew that we will be more and more, close, to our, box. So the only way perhaps, is just to make a good process and people, who is good, on the air. So why not? I have a lot of respect. So nothing to say about that.
Last one.
How serious was Bagan's condition before the game? And will he be available for the final game of the
Let's see, because he's been complaining about his rib for the last 3-4 weeks, a long time, and he's always trying to recover him. In the warm-up, he said to me that it was impossible this time. So let's see if Senen, our physio, can make another miracle, trying to bring him in the final, because for sure it's an important player for us. Otherwise, the one who is playing, his stick of him, he will do his best. So, as he said, Miku, the importance of this team is always not to give up and to be part of the squad and try to do the best, for the team. And I'm happy for that, very proud.
Thank you everyone. Best of luck for the second final.